When it comes to learning the language, the most important thing is consistency. And if you are not able to control yourself, you are not going to achieve that. In 2012, I went to Egypt. So when I was 18, I left to Egypt to learn the Arabic language. And there's a little bit of background to that and why did that happen, which we're not gonna get into that in this video. But when I got there, obviously, is it might be easier because I'm there and there wasn't really anything else to do than just study. And it's that kind of thing that, okay, I just got all the way to here, I might as well just take it serious. But there was different things that made me different than the other students that were there, because as you might know, there's when it goes to, it's not only about being in Egypt. That's what I'm trying to say. It might be easier because the environment always helps. And you can, there's many different examples from the common sense and from even the Sunnah that shows you that the environment, it will help on the making a person better. So for example, the hadith of the person who killed the 99 people, and then the scholar told him, go to this place and stay with those people who worship Allah, and stay with them and don't come back to your earth. So obviously, or to your land. So obviously the environment will help you a lot. But if you make that environment helpful to achieve your goals, which in this case is becoming fluent in Arabic, then you can do that as well. Like many times we have this limiting belief that I won't be able to, like this person, is easier for him because he did this, or because he is there, or because he is like this. And it's not the case. So what I'm trying to say is that it comes down to three things. When me becoming fluent in Arabic in 10 months, it came down to three things. The main one, it was focus. So my first year of being in Egypt, of learning Arabic, my focus, like I wish right now I had the same focus that I had back there. Because for whatever reason, obviously when you start in something and it's new, you always super motivated, and then the motivation goes down. And this is why in the Arabic Like an Arab program, we talk a lot about discipline, and we discipline ourselves, and it's actually one of our principles, to discipline instead of to motivate ourselves, because motivation is not reliable. It always goes and comes back. But if you discipline yourself, you will be able to be consistent, you will be able to keep on the momentum, and you'll be able to be persistent and have that tenacity to keep going until you achieve your goal. And so the first point, it was focus. And how I did that and how I disciplined myself is by getting my main distraction, which was my phone, away. So you cannot achieve focus unless you eliminate the opposite of focus, which is distractions. So a lot of people have problems when it comes to focusing. Like I get messages, how do I keep focus, Muhammad, when for me to concentrate better? And there is no secret reason. Just get rid of what is making you not achieve this, because you already have the will. You're already trying to be focused. So go ahead and eliminate these things that are becoming that are making you this distracted. And when it comes to this, there's no secret. Just do it. It's not sponsored by Nike, these or anything, but you just need to do it. You just need to, as soon as you see the problem, you need to be mature enough to say, okay, we're getting rid of this. It might not be, a thing from one day to another, but as long as you have this mindset of getting rid of this, because it clearly is being harmful to achieve your goals, then you just need to go ahead and do it. So for you to focus, and this is the first point and the first thing that helped me to become fluent in Arabic in 10 months, is focus. And when it comes to focus, we said is the elimination of any distraction. So for you, it might be something different. It might be, I don't know, Instagram. It might be Facebook. It might be going out with your friends after school. It might be whatever thing is being distracted for you, because everyone have different distractions. Just get rid of it. Now, the second thing, it was consistency. Okay, when it comes to the memorization, and if you know how your brain works, and if you have experience in memorizing some type of thing. So in my case, I did acknowledge all of this by throughout my memorization of the Quran, and I seen that I see that your brain, it have different. Basically, the way it works is that you will have a hifz that is going to be new, and it appears to be so strong that you might say, okay, I'm just gonna leave it. But in the reality, this is the one that you have to memorize the most, and the one that appears to be less consistent, you just kind of keep up with it just to maintain that memorization. It's just like going to the gym. Like you will have muscles that will hurt, and that will be hurting from days ago, but you have already that those workouts that are saved, that are storage inside of your muscle. So you just need to kind of keep up and maintain that muscle. So it's the same with memorization. But there is one thing though, that if you leave it, it's gonna leave you. If you leave it, it's gonna leave you. So it's kind of like what I'm trying to say is that it's all about memorizing. So when it comes to becoming fluent in Arabic, is a lot of vocabulary that you need to memorize. And the reality is that you only need around 2,000 to 2,500 words to become fluent in Arabic. So there is going to be like this. You're gonna start memorizing, and new words, and as you memorize new words, the old words go back. So you need to make sure that you come back to these words, so you bring them back to the level of remembrance that these new words have in your brain. So as you memorize new words, the older words are going to go down, and you need to make sure that you come up. And this is something that in Arabic, like an Arab program, we keep in mind this. We have this present a lot. This is why we have the Kitab al-Tabyid, which is where we keep all the vocabulary. So we can go back to it, because the problem with a lot of students is that when they start, they just have a crappy notebook like this one, and they just write down the words, and it's not organized. And if you don't organize your life, you're not going to be able to better yourself. And whatever is not measurable, you cannot make it better, basically. So with that, with having the Kitab al-Tabyid, you can just keep up with your vocabulary. You can have all your vocabulary in one book that you can go back to it. So that's the key thing: consistency, and having the storage where you have all your vocabulary so you can go back to it. Now the third thing is practice. So my teacher, Abdul Tawab, may Allah bless him, he said that one day in class, he said that Muhammad, your tongue is fluent right now because you talk too much. And that's the reality. I mean, I was always practicing my words with literally everyone, even if I sound stupid. So I would say that instead of practicing as a main point, I would say not being shy, because what restrains a lot of people to practice it is being shy and being an introverted. And sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone to get something that you never got. So obviously, if you want to achieve something that you never got in your life, you need to do something different from what you have been doing in your life. So I would say that's the third thing: practice. And again, in Arabic, like an Arab as well, we keep this in mind a lot, and we have it present. This way, we have the Stimuli Arabic program, which is a program that stimulates your your brain with the Arabic language, where you have audios to listen to in Arabic every day, and that stimulates your brain, and it helps your brain start accepting that language as another language that you are learning. Because studies says from experts that it takes around 30 days to adapt a habit or to drop a habit. Might be good or might be bad habit, but that's what the human the time frame or the average time that a human takes to adopt or drop a habit. So we have that, and we have as well the weekly calls. The weekly calls where we get on a call, on a video call, and the whole community, all the students, we share we share the new words, and we practice those words. Obviously, other than the exams and whatnot, the oral exams and the reading exams. So that's kind of like the three main things that help me become fluent in Arabic in 10 months. So hopefully you guys liked it. Leave a comment, telling me what you think about it and what you think I should have done better maybe, or what did help you that I didn't mention to become fluent in Arabic. And yeah, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this one. And I see you guys on the next video. Assalamu alaikum.